the rooster that faced the storm. He crowed through the hurricane. They called him Rusty, not for his color, but for the iron in his spirit. He was just a rooster, born on a small Louisiana farm that had seen better days. Old McCrae, a widower, with more scars than stories, raised him by hand after a flood drowned half the brood. Rusty grew loud, stubborn, and proud, his morning crow sharp enough to split silence. The neighbors hated it, but McCrae smiled every sunrise. "Means we're still alive," he'd say, pouring coffee with shaking hands. That year, the storms came early. The weatherman said it would be a bad one, Category 5. They named it Tempest, and it lived up to its name. Folks packed up, boarded their windows, and drove north. But McCrae didn't leave. He never had, not once in 78 years. He stayed behind with a shotgun, a Bible, and Rusty. As the sky turned black and the wind began to scream, McCrae sat on his porch, calm as ever, a blanket over his knees. Rusty was right there on the railing, feathers ruffled, eyes steady. The rain hit sideways, fierce and angry, and trees began to snap like brittle twigs. The roof tore halfway off. The old barn collapsed in seconds. Power lines sparked like fireflies. From hell, but through it all, over the roar of destruction, Rusty crowed, loud, defiant, every hour, on the hour. He didn't cry out of fear, but out of something older, like he was daring the storm to take him too. Morning finally came, pale and broken. The silence was heavier than the wind had ever been. They found McCrae in his rocking chair, cold but peaceful, his Bible still in his lap. The house was gone, the fields flattened, and only splinters remained of the barn. But Rusty stood tall atop the mailbox, post muddy, soaked, one eye bruised shut, and he crowed again. The first responders froze. A few even cried. "He crowed through the hurricane," one whispered, as if repeating scripture. Rusty was taken in by the local firehouse, where he still greets each dawn with that same unshaken voice. In a world full of storms, folks say he's more than just a rooster now. He's a symbol of survival, of stubborn hope, of the kind of heart that crows even when everything else is gone.